Hey everyone, welcome back to Atari News Channel. I'm your host, and today we are diving into something that's going to make every Linux enthusiast jump out of their chair. The brand new Linux 6.16 kernel that just dropped 2 days ago. Now, if you're new to Linux, think of the kernel as the brain of your operating system. It's the core component that talks to your hardware, your CPU, memory, graphics card, network devices, everything. When a new kernel comes out, it's like getting a brain upgrade for your entire computer. So, what makes Linux 6.16 so special? Buckle up, because this release is absolutely packed with game changing features. First up, let's talk speed. The developers have supercharged the ext4 file system. That's the storage system most Linux users rely on daily. Think of your file system like a giant filing cabinet. With these improvements, it's like they've installed lightning fast robotic arms that can find and organize your files way faster than before. But that's not all. If you're using XFS, another popular file system, you're getting something called large atomic writes. Now, this might sound technical, but here's what it means in simple terms. Imagine you're writing a really important document and your computer crashes halfway through saving it. Normally, you might lose half your work, right? With atomic writes, it's all or nothing. Either your entire file saves perfectly or it doesn't save at all. No more corrupted files. And if you use OpenVPN for secure internet connections, you're in for a treat. The speed boost here is so significant that your VPN connections will feel noticeably faster. We're talking about real world improvements you'll actually feel when browsing or working remotely. Now, here's something that is reshaping the future of Linux: Rust programming language integration. For those who don't know, Rust is a programming language that's incredibly good at preventing crashes and security vulnerabilities. It's like having a super smart assistant that catches mistakes before they can cause problems. Linux 6.16 takes this integration even further, making it easier for developers to write safer, more reliable drivers and kernel components. This means fewer system crashes, better security, and more stable hardware support in the long run. Speaking of security, Linux 6.16 introduces Intel Trust Domain Extensions, or TDX. This is seriously cool stuff. Imagine you're running virtual machines. That's like having multiple computers running inside one physical computer. TDX provides hardware level encryption for these virtual machines, making them incredibly secure. It's like giving each virtual machine its own impenetrable vault. The kernel also gets hardware wrapped encryption keys, which is like having your security keys protected by an unbreakable safe that only your specific hardware can open. For all you gamers and graphic enthusiasts, Linux 6.16 brings open source support for NVIDIA's latest Blackwell GPUs. This means better performance and compatibility with the newest graphic cards without relying on proprietary drives. Intel users aren't left out either. The support for Intel APX and improved display fixes. Plus, Intel GPU users can now monitor their fan speeds, which is perfect for keeping track of your system's temperature. The kernel also introduces 5-level paging support, which might sound boring, but it's actually used for systems with massive amounts of RAM. We are talking about supporting systems with petabytes of memory. The BCH Chef's system, think of it as a next generation storage system, gets major improvements in Linux 6.16. Snapshots deletions are faster, device removal is smoother, and self healing capabilities are stronger. It's like having a file system that can automatically fix itself when problems occur. For the tech savvy folks, the support for zero copy TCP payloads from DMA BUF memory. In simple terms, this makes network operations much more efficient by reducing the number of times data needs to be copied around in memory. The automatic weighted interleaved memory allocation policy is another mouthful, but it essentially means your system gets smarter about how it uses memory across multiple memory modules, leading to better performance. Developers get some nice quality of life improvements too. Their support for sending core dumps over Unix sockets, that's helpful for debugging crashed programs. Plus, it's now easier to build a kernel optimized specifically for your CPU, which can squeeze out even more performance. Just to put this in perspective, the Linux 6.16 source code contains 38.4 million lines of code spread over 78,000 files. That's an absolutely massive code base maintained by thousands of developers worldwide, all working together to make your Linux experience better. So, what does this all mean for the average user? Whether you are a complete beginner or a seasoned Linux veteran, You're getting a more secure, faster, and more compatible operating system. Your games might run better, your files will be safer, your network connections will be faster, and your system will be more stable overall. The best part, all of this comes completely free thanks to the incredible open source community that makes Linux possible. Linux 6.16 represents a significant leap forward in performance security and hardware compatibility, from faster file systems to revolutionary security features, from better graphics support to smarter memory management. This kernel has something for everyone. If you want to try it yourself, check out the full setup and installation guide in the description box below. It includes instructions for Ubuntu, Arch, and even manual compilation if you're feeling adventurous. And hey, if this video helped you understand Linux a little better, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. And don't forget to subscribe to Atarian News channel for more friendly deep dives into open source tech. And as always, I'll see you again in the next video.